roundabout. Take the roundabout. It's roundabout. That is what I said. Oh, we're live.
Are we?
Apparently. That's what it says on
Good
the
day.
Hello.
How's everybody? We're just tuning up.
Strapping on. Oh.
Why are you laughing at me? Nobody laugh at me.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh.
Everybody's gonna laugh. You're all funny.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
They are. So welcome to the show, folks. We are Chris Colepaugh and the Cosmic Crew. I'm Chris Colepaugh. This is Shawn Sasyniuk on the drums over here.
I don't know where I'm waving, but
We don't know. It'll pick one camera.
sure.
And Lynn over there, Lynn Colepaugh on the bass. We're gonna play some original tunes. We're gonna give a big shout out to Leduc, Alberta, and Joni and Jason, who got Murphy's all hooked up. So thanks for doing that. And hopefully you guys are with us right now. We're gonna get going here in a couple seconds. We gotta tune up the old guitars and get to the rock and roll. It's all fun. So you can chime in and do all those fun things. So Shawn is gonna kick this one off. Lynn, how you doing?
I'm thinking about it.
Too many strings.
Jeez, I only have 4 to do, and I struggle.
I struggle on a daily basis with 18. It's like cold in here. I love it. All right. Gotta love it. All right.
Oh,
How you feeling, Lynn?
look, Daryl.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Daryl
pretty
says
good.
hi.
G'day, Daryl.
Hey,
Hi, Daryl.
Daryl!
Chippy. We'd like to put a big shout out to Daryl Chippy Chapman. We're using his Meza Boogie bass rig this evening, so thank you.
Sponsored.
Sponsored by Daryl.
I'm sponsored by Daryl tonight. Thank you very much.
That's cool.
You got any requests, Daryl? Should we play Caledonia Mountain for you, bud?
Oh, that would be wicked.
Oh my God, this is epic. All right,
Shall we?
I think so, Lynn.
Yeah, I got a crazy E tonight.
All right, Crazy E. So here we go. Without further ado, my friends, welcome to the show. We're gonna play some songs for you. This one is called "Into the Sunset, Big Brother." We usually start at any of our shows with this for a very long time. So if you've ever caught a Cosmic Crew show, you've heard us play this song. G'day, Watts.
Hey, Watts.
Craig Watson. He wrote this song with me, co-wrote. So there we go. It's all good. Matt LeBlanc. Hi, Matt. All right. So here we go. Shawn's gonna kick this one off on a sparkly new gold kit.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Lovely. And if I can, a little shout out to Monolith and
Of course.
Mr. Bill Hibbs, who built this lovely monster of a drum kit for me.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is. So he's gonna whack them for you.
Yeah. Oh, Matt LeBlanc, don't forget to take pictures of your screen as you're
Yes.
not, in the room taking pictures of us.
If that is the correct Matt LeBlanc, who's the best photographer
ever.
All right.
I don't.
Scott Landry. Holy Mac. Scotty, how you doing, buddy? Oh, man, this is good. We got some folks here. We're going to kick it off. We're just going to make some noise and hope you enjoy. Here we go. There you have it, folks. Marty Burke.
Hey, Stacy!
Stacy, holy macaroni. All right, Marty, this is for you, bud. This is for you. Mitchell, little Hannah. Also, it's going to go out. This we had a bunch of people request songs. All right, so most of the set is all requests anyway. So this is one of the ones that we had. And yeah, like I said, this goes out to Marty, Hannah, Mitchell, and Mark and Denise. So it's a little song called California Mountain that was on our In Your Backyard album. Man, I'm out of shape.
Yeah, you kind of reached for that one.
Trying to think of what I was trying to say. So this was a request, so we're going to play this one for all y'all. Hope you dig. Give this in there, buddy. Thank you very much, folks. Look at this, Mr. Chris Frost. Good day to you, sir.
Hi, Frosty.
Yes, I didn't do this right. Hang on. Got to do the old switcheroo. We got Boone, one of the great guitar players from Moncton, my good friend. Yes. How are you tonight, sir? Andrew, we are going to do another one. I'm going to do acoustic. All acoustic. So that song will be there when I do the acoustic one. So tonight we're just sticking mainly with the live electric ones. And then downtown Pat Brown. Look at you, bud. Good to have you here. Pat's no stranger to our environment.
He's not, yeah.
The drummer that stands. 3 hours he stands.
And hopefully Pat will be in, maybe doing his own show.
Of course, we're going to have him in. Pat,
Daryl, too?
yes. Everybody has their own things. So,
Do I get a show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
huh?
I was wondering if I got a show.
He wants a show,
Of
too.
course.
Okay.
Everybody gets a show.
You get a show?
So it's ironic that we're going to play this next song for you because it is, the request always comes from a good friend of mine, John Marr, and it's his birthday today.
Oh.
So,
Happy birthday, John.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Johnny.
so we're going to send this one out to Johnny. Hopefully he's watching tonight. This is a little song called Nash Creek that Craig and I wrote. And it was on our 16-second Solace record. Craig, who's watching, hopefully still. And it's one of my favorite tunes, and we dug it up for Johnny on his birthday. And we'll see how we doing. How we doing, Lynn? We doing good?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I'm good?
I'm just
All right.
topping it up.
I'm not really good because I got really headphones and changing guitars is just not a good thing.
You get it sorted.
I know I'll get it sorted at some point. Thanks, Shawn. All right. Here we go. Now I feel good. I feel better. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. We got John Westrup and we got the Mighty Surge Goget in the control room over next door.
And Tosh.
Oh, and Tosh, who's remote. Tosh Taylor. This is, they're helping us out with the audio and the video. So here is Nash Creek. Way up in New Brunswick, there's a place called Nash Creek. Born and last, but speaking first, I really must complain. Smile my way to victory and crawl away in vain. Inside out and inside in, a shorter version of me. Taking your opinions, baby, choose them carefully, yeah. Choose them carefully, yeah. Choose them carefully. Smiling once in 14 months, I have been proven wrong. My longer life is longer now, and I'm a little large and strong. Once divine and nearly lost out, I keep the family peace. Outside in and outside out, but I'm lost inside. Yes, I am. Castles made of sand. You can live on my trust and land. Got yourself in an open air. These you folded as you stand. Small castles made of sand. hot in here. Take my clothes. All right. Thanks. All right, so we're going to continue. We're going to play one off our Trip CD. This one is called California Love. We spent some time down in California. We love California. It's a good place. And for those of you keeping count, this is the first original guitar that we toured with, that I used. I don't use it much on the road anymore, but this is number one. This is the soul. This is the pride and joy. And I don't know if you can see it, but it has... Johnny, get to my camera. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got Warren Haynes' signature. Warren signed this guitar for me when we opened up for Government Mule. I didn't have anything around me other than... Oh, try again. Hang on. I don't know if you can see it. You see it? Right there. Anyway, Warren was in his dressing room while Matt Apps was doing a wonderful drum solo. And anyway, I had nothing but a Sharpie and my guitar, so I asked him if he'd sign my guitar. It was one of those weird fanboy moments, but you know, what the heck. So that's why it doesn't come out too much either. But anyway, Big Red. So this is California Love. All right, here we go. Ready? I don't know. Hey.
That was a count.
Oh yeah, I tried to be cool and hip, man. I don't know.
Sorry, do it again. Now I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was like, I think so.
Go to Cleveland, blopping, blooping. No? Sugar Plum Fairy. Oh, I'm telling you, folks, it's been a wild day. 1, 2, 3. California love. Oh, please don't say it's over, no. Please don't say it's over. Oh, yeah. Frosty, yes, you can come count me in anytime, buddy. Maybe you can get me maybe something from the Lion too. Maybe like something off one of the pony kegs. Pour me a little beer, bud, too.
Oh, it's a wings.
Einstein's wings. Einstein is good.
That's what I was thinking of Einstein.
Frankenstein is bad.
So very bad. Don't know why Einstein is good and Frankenstein is bad. So very bad. All right, folks. This quite possibly could have been, I think it is, the most requested song that we had. This song here. Craig and I wrote a very long time ago for an album called Trip. There were 2 versions on that album, actually. Shawn just discovered the second one, which was an acoustic version, because I had actually written the song as sort of a Bob Dylan kind of thing. But I always envisioned it more of a CSN kind of thing. And then there was also the Beatles that was in there. So we decided on the record to have the Beatle pop kind of version and then the acoustic version at the end. So we're going to do the Beatle pop version for you. And this goes out to such a big list of people who really wanted this song. I know it goes out to Little Miss Trina out in Leduc. Oh, well, I don't know.
Oh, no, it's on there. It's on the one on your chair.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, wasn't that just smart? For sure. Shawn, Vautour, Douglas, Pete, and Trina, and the list is endless. So we thank you for the support for the song. It's always been a pleasure to play it. We love it. And, yeah, Mr. Shawn, kick us in. There you go. A little bit of bookmark for you. I'm going to do one thing here for you. Somebody say a joke. Anybody talk. Shawn, you got something to say?
Well,
The once was a little red.
I want to say thank you, Carolyn.
Yes.
For my
yes,
hair?
Yes, Carolyn really likes Lynn's hair. Oh, Chappie. Ah!
What's Chappie saying?
Chappie wants us to play the same song again. Thanks, Chappie.
Hey,
No.
Chappie.
We don't have any songs about scones, buddy. Thanks for watching, though. I'm glad to know you're making good use of your hotel room time tonight.
Oh my god. Those songs about scones. Alright, I need to plug this thing in.
Chappie's a guitar player in Susan's band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
but Chappie's also
Daryl
what
Chapman.
they call Daryl Chapman.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, Chappie. Which Chappie are you?
It's Daryl.
All right, so
but it
Daryl.
works. It works for Daryl because he's a baker.
Okay, well,
He's a master
really?
baker.
Yeah, I
Oh.
was like, wow, you really went there.
Chappie, I know you better than I know the other Chappie.
Hey,
Apparently.
Tina.
We're going to I know. We're gonna go easy on your husband tonight. All right, Tina. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try this one out. So, where are we now? What are we doing?
We're closing doors.
Oh yeah. Okay. We're closing doors. So, interesting story. Serge, who's in the control room today running sound for us, Serge goes way back with this band, way back to about 95. And about this time, it was in 95, I think, right, or maybe early
No,
96.
we recorded in January 96.
96, that's right. We had the discussion around Christmas in 95. And Serge had some time at a recording studio, local recording
Yeah,
studio.
I think it was called Alto.
Alta Musica, yeah. And he was cutting us a deal, saying that we could come into the studio and record. So basically we went in, I only think we did it over a weekend.
It was 13 hours.
13 hours the first record was made. And that record was called Galaxy. And if you actually listen to that particular song, the song that we're going to play for you, it's the intro is I actually am talking to Serge, and he comes back and says something to me. So he's immortalized in the beginning of this song. And so we're happy to have Serge here with us tonight and helping us out. Thank you so much to Serge. Oh, what's happening?
Behind closed doors.
That's pretty much, and he's behind closed doors. That's pretty much what it sounded like, folks. So we're going to let this one rip for you.
Oh,
I just like to point out that Matty LeBlanc took a picture of his screen.
Come on!
And,
Ah!
no, he did. And he posted it.
oh, that's very good.
Still the best picture ever.
See, even through his screen, he makes us look good. Matt, you're the best, buddy.
Yeah, that's a skill.
So here we go. We're going to do this song, long story short. This song's called Behind Closed Doors, written with a good friend of mine, Steve Roach, who's hopefully maybe watching or somewhere out in the world. And he's doing all right. So this is Behind Closed Doors. What goes on behind closed doors? Does anyone really know? The superstore in the darkness, getting ready to explode behind closed doors. Yeah. That's where the truth lies. Behind closed doors now. That's where the truth lies. The evil seed has been sown. The dirty deed has been done. Yeah. He has been behind closed doors. Yeah. That's where the truth lies. Behind closed doors now. That's where the truth lies. Streets for a living, pictures only begun. Got you under their thumb. There you go. Behind closed doors with a little Kiss cameo. It's no secret. Anybody that knows me, I'm a huge Kiss fan. And thanks to Mr. Chris Draper, who incidentally makes amps for me. The beautiful one back here and the one that you're listening to for Blackbridge amps. There's a little plug for Chris Draper. Check them out. But we got to hang out and be with Kiss when they were in St. John, thanks to him. So yeah, made my life right there. I was a happy little camper. Lynn will attest to that because she didn't want to sit anywhere near me because I was being
a fanboy.
A fanboy. John Gamble, thank you for the nice comments and welcome to the Chris Colepaugh on the Cosmic Crew. I hope you enjoy the music. Everything's available on Spotify, iTunes, all the wonderful stuff.
We have our friend Pete McKenzie.
Pete Hammond.
He's
what's he doing?
Currently trying to find the link.
Oh.
He posted something on the.
Boys.
Where we?
I gotta switch guitars.
Okay, while you're doing that, let's see if I can find.
Well, I'm gonna talk about. I did want to play my baby tonight.
Oh, yes.
I was all set because it was gonna be kind of cool bringing her back. But she has an input problem that we only noticed. There's a little bit of metal fatigue on the input. And we only noticed it yesterday. And we would have had to spend all day kind of fixing it. So the heart was willing. But she needs a little bit more repair. She's been off the road for a while. So
Draper, if you're listening.
Yeah. So she's just kind of hanging out in the back. it's such a beautiful instrument to play. I was really looking forward to it, but basically the lead cord just falls out because it just can't hold it. So hopefully for
The
a
next
future
one,
one.
yeah. We hope to do this again for you.
What does he do? Is he just supposed to press on the go live button?
Is he just? Well,
How does he watch the thing?
How about this? Ask Tosh. Oh no, she can't put in a description on how to go live. You know what? I don't 100% know. Usually they're just like, Ed, so and so's going live. If he goes to the Chris
Colepaugh
Colepaugh
site,
page
Yes.
and scrolls down, there
should
should
see
be something that says
you
live.
should have seen his face.
When he saw the anyway.
The thing.
But he won't hear what I'm saying because he can't see the live feed.
That's right.
This is true. So we're. Oh.
Actually, maybe.
Sorry, Pete.
Sorry, Pete. Well, how did
Yeah.
he know?
No.
Oh, he texted you personally.
Well, he said. Actually, anyway, doesn't matter.
All right, so we're gonna do a tune off our the latest record that we put out, a song called "My World." It's gonna feature Shawn and his cowbell.
Actually, Shawn, your cowbell. It's your
A cowbell. Yeah. So let's get to her. Are we
Hang on,
all
I'm
good?
just gonna wait for somebody to type more cowbell. Waiting for someone to type the obvious more cowbell.
No, come on, nobody's that. There we go. All right. Woo! Thank you, Serge. God love you, bud. Sporty mirror shows me up, stares me in the face. Stop the art that draws me in. It's me, but in my place. Extra on the evidence. There you go. A little bit of My World for you, folks. Yes, off the latest record that we did. Yeah. Another song called One Time Friend. We're going to play off the new record as well, if that's all right with y'all. Thank you guys for being here with us. We really, really appreciate you all hanging out on your Friday night. And we've appreciated the requests, and it's been awesome. Susan and Glukart let us have old Shawn here for a couple of days early.
Susan's going to be in Moncton on Wednesday.
That's right.
Yes.
Be doing their show. Where is that? The casino?
Capital.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
come on out and watch me play considerably quieter.
You will hit things, but just at a lesser speed.
Yes.
So this song is called One Time Friend. We're going to play it for you. This is an old tune, but was revamped for the new record. Punch it, my friend Shawn. Yeah. Stay with me. One time friend. Don't ask much. You just be there till the end. Don't stay with me. This one time friend. Don't I swear that we'll make it. Make it till the end. Comes a sort of view. Don't dare I break it. Trying to see it bloom. No. But in your dizzy eye, see my dreams come true. With each new beginning, teach you something new, yeah. I found it so to bring you through the day, to know that I'm living free, yeah. We'll find another way, so to stay true to the just a brand new start. Yes, it you so much. Look at this. Here we go. We keep rolling. With this one-time friend. Thank you very much, Kevin Legacy.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. And hi to John's in-laws who are watching as well. This is awesome. Thank you, folks, for paying attention and hanging out with us. We're going to do one for you called Stateless. This is going to go out to my buddy Curtis. This is another song that I co-wrote with Mr. Craig Watson. And we were talking earlier today, we should have got a bunch of big kick drums. And everybody should have had a kick drum, just like in Genesis, to do the start with this to help Shawn out. But Shawn's got her. He's got that big old mallet. Look at that mallet. Look at that thing. And he's going to hit that thing over there. That thing. With the thing and the thing. You should have seen his face. I'm telling you. I hope you guys are having fun. We're having a blast. It is such a good time. And hit it, Shawn. Do something. Make some noise. Hit things. Lightning fingers cells. Good. As the French would say, Stantasse. Stern Jeep. Stern Jeep Orange.
Jeep Orange.
Dan Boivin. Dan Boivin. Stern Jeep. Yes. Okay, so this next song was a request. Like I said, there were many requests that came in, and We're very, very thankful for that. And this one here came in from Mark and Denise. And we're going to send this out to them. A song called Thinking About You that was on our Mazes and Mirrors album that got revamped on our last record to be a little bit heavier. Yeah? I'm never going to be okay.
Well, good enough for this.
Hey! Oh! Shawn, you should have seen my face. Wait. I'm so tired, and I'm so alone. Haven't been to see my baby, oh, so long. When are you coming back? Said to me, I'm going crazy now. This feels weird. Think about you, yeah, you will. Be calling home soon. Oh, this feeling now, oh, it's oh so strong. And this feeling now, it's not nothing but wrong. I don't know, yeah. Oh, baby, I don't know how to get these whole feelings out. 'Cause it's all about you. Yeah, you. I'll be coming home real soon. Yeah, soon. Yeah, soon. Why don't you come down? That's you, baby. Thinking about you. Yes, indeed. Very old song. Ashley Kelly, I'm going to ask you which rug is going to tie the whole place together. And B, you got to get yourself some bike gloves, babe. Bike gloves. Bike gloves. Kevin, I'm going to tell you this. These are the best slides. Johnny, I don't know if you can get onto my camera over here. This is a company called Jet Slide, and it's quite possibly one of the best slides I've ever put on my finger. It's a little bit tricky to get used to at first, but they take your ring size, and then what ends up happening is you put it on your ring, And then you can kind of play with your... Oh, well, he knows. Well, then I won't have to tell him then. Everybody, I'll just stop talking and play music. Where were we? We're going to do you a little song. This is a song that appeared on In Your Backyard. A song called Coffee Shop. And actually, ironically enough, I wrote this song on the train, which was the first time I ever took the train. And I was in a sleeper car. I had a guitar with me, and it was to go do a gig with you.
Yes.
I think it was for Trish.
In Ottawa.
Was it Ottawa?
Was it Ottawa?
I know. I landed in Montreal.
Yeah.
Because we rehearsed it was at your place, because I remember I was in the coffee shop waiting for you to come.
Okay, yes, in
Montreal.
Montreal then, when I had my studio there. Yeah.
On corner Barry Gum there, or whatever
Yep.
station. So this song goes back all the way there, and Coffee Shop is the name of it, and we're going to rip it out for you. This is slightly different than the original version that appeared on In Your Backyard. This has been Gold City ashed.
This is the version that will be on In Your Front Yard.
In your front yard,
Yeah.
or on the side of your house. Could be. It hit the side of your barn. So this is Coffee Shop, and goes with something like this. By the end of the day, had to leave you by little sunshine. Should be better on this way. Gonna leave for New York City. Gonna pack my bags, I'm on my way. Somehow treat it early in the morning. I'll be back again someday. When I got my shut down, Sunday morning, sun is shining on my face. Out the window at the silver unfolding. How did I ever get this place? indeed. I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. I'll tell you, folks, it's kind of weird because you're used to playing in front of people, so you're used to that feedback, and we're just in a room by ourselves having a good time, and it's kind of freaking us out a little bit, but you get over it. You rock and roll. Chappie, yes, it does definitely sound like Juggler's Hole. We've been ripping Juggler's Hole off for at least 25 years.
I'm going to play this next one standing up.
Yes. Just like Pat Brown, downtown Pat Brown.
That's right.
This next one we're going to do for you, I believe. Hang on, let me look at my set list. Yeah, this next one we're going to do actually started its life at the end of the In Time sessions for that record. And
Sorry.
Shawn, you should have seen my face. Anyway, what was I saying? Now I can't remember. Okay, it started its life at the end of In Time, where we were mixing In Time, John Maher and I, and there was a Rhodes piano, which is incidentally over in the corner. And I started playing this riff, and it kind of started there, and it started its life as an actual piano song with we did a demo of it, and it had this mini moogs. The line that I'll play as a solo started its life as a mini moog thing a la Cars. It was stupendous. But then when we were doing Mr. Page, I wanted to kind of make it heavier and see if I couldn't do it on guitar, which we did in this sort of version. So it's more of a heavy version. So the song's called Some Things Never Change, and it's on the electric guitar, but it started its life on a Rhodes piano. I don't know. You guys started. I'm going away. Some things never change, right? Everybody feeling all right? You guys good?
Fantastic.
You guys in the front room, you all right? You all right? You all right? Everybody out in TV land, you all right? You all right? You all right? I don't know. Is there an echo in here? So we're gonna do a song for you. This is another one off of In Your Backyard, and this one is got ashified. Yeah, it definitely got Gold City ashified, and yeah, song called "Running Out." A little blues tune for you. Just for all you tech heads out there, Shawn is playing a drum set, and there's no bottom skins. So today when we were talking about, or yesterday when we were talking about miking it up, the issue came up that we would mic it from the bottom. So I don't know if you can see that. Johnny, can you put the front cam so that we can see it?
Totally 70s stuff.
Totally 70s.
You should have seen my face.
Yeah, so these are really cool handmade fiberglass drums, as opposed to regular wooden kit. Fiberglass.
And they all fit into one another.
They do. The bass drum opens up like a suitcase, and the other drums go in it. So for all of you bands out there touring in a Ford Fiesta,
which are a lot.
There are, don't laugh, man.
give Bill Hibbs a call,
Yeah, man.
and he'll build you one of these suckers.
His stuff is for real.
Love it.
I don't need that for now. I don't need that for now. So, we're going to play this. This was a request for Mr. Eric Lewis. He had a number of songs on his request list, but we're going to do this one for you. This one is called In My Time off our In Time record. Another co-write with Mr. Craig Watson. I keep plugging Mr. Craig Watson. Hope he's still out there listening. But I mean, we've written a lot of songs together.
Hey, you stop listening because he's writing songs.
That's right. Well, I'm hoping he is. I'm hoping he is. You know, we get back to it, you know. So this is In My Time. And goes with some of this. Mr. Hickox. Hi, Frenette. Hi, well, you know, how you doing, buddy? Steve Hickox in a great rock and roll band called Mistreater. I tell you what.
They're going to rock.
They're going to rock, yeah, man. We'll get them in here. Okay, so this one, next one we're going to do. Just keep running down the list of songs. This was a request from my good friend Marty. Marty. This is for you, my friend. We are going to play you a tune called Spotless Mind that appeared on In Your Backyard. We haven't played this in a very, very long time. So this is for you, Marty. I hope you're watching. just to look forward. I lost my will to share, Lord. In my mind, in my dream, take my breath, make believe. In my dreams, what last night, took my breath one more time. Goes on for the faint of heart, a soul I feared for kings. If I could only paint this picture, I could make salvation sing. I'd have you stand before me, a message understood. I leave behind the death behind and close the book because in my mind, in my dream, take my breath, break believe in my dreams, but last night, took my breath one more time. In my mind, in my dream, take my breath, break believe in my dreams, but last night, took my breath one more time. Mr. Shawn, Sasyniuk, baby. One more time, yeah. One more time, yeah. In my mind, in my dream, take my breath, make believe in my dream, spotless mind, took my breath one more time, yeah. In my mind, in my dream, take my breath, make believe in my dream, spotless mind, took my breath one more time, yeah. One more time, yeah. Oh! Macaroni and cheese. We haven't played that in a long time.
No, we have.
Feels good.
Does.
If it feels good, do it, even though you should.
All right, I'm going to switch guitars, and we're going to do
Ooh, yeah, some goodies.
some gooders. We thank you again for being here with us. Thank you so much, folks.
Shawn, if you want to talk, or Lynn, if you want to talk, Daddy's doing things.
Well, Lynn's tuning.
Yeah.
Shawn, you got any jokes?
No, not really. Not really any jokes. No. Let me see. I've been playing with you guys now
Since 2005.
since 2005.
Yeah.
So it's our 12-year anniversary.
12 years, eh?
Really?
I think that's the math.
2005 plus 12.
Yeah,
is
but see.
2017.
Oh no, 13.
2013.
13.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
It's been a while.
And Sean, Surge was from 96, so that would be 22. 23? No, but 6 plus 3 is 9. You're thinking 95, because we
95,
started
yeah.
in 95.
Sorry.
Anyway, we do music, not math.
Yeah.
Kind of. So this next one we're going to do is going to go out. This was a request from our good friend Chris Frost. Frosty was he and his wife at the time, and their beautiful little daughter that they had at the time, Kennedy.
And
they
there's
still,
two.
they still, yeah, the two, and Carwin. They were so nice to us. They used to let us stay at their place in Toronto as a sort of launching pad. So, and it's funny, Frosty, I just found it the other day, the keychain that you gave me, I don't know how many years ago, probably almost 15 years ago, or it was long notice, short notice, no notice. And I've kept that with me, and actually it stayed in the van forever. Our first van that we had was an 87 GMC Vendura. She died, unfortunately, after 717,000.
That is a good run.
And John was with us when she.
That was when the transmission let go, not when she
Yeah.
died.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
We were driving Johnny home after a tour, and the transmission let go, and we only had one gear first. It was a long way home. But anyway, all that to say, thank you very much for helping us out, both you and Kelly. We watched little Kennedy grow up. So we're going to do a song for Chris. He wanted to hear Devil's Playground, and this also goes to Pierre Pitt, because this is his request all the time, Peach Pit. And not much else I can say about the song other than I wrote it the day that George Harrison died. The lyrics are written by Craig and Craig Watson, and the tune I wrote the day that Harrison died. And everybody knows me. I'm a massive Beatle fan, so that meant a lot to me. And it hurt. So this is Devil's Playground. All for none and none for all. They'll divide the war. As long as someone feels me alive, on what we're fighting for. On what we're fighting for. Beautiful, so fresh the stain. Love and liberty is still the same. Ruling stars is state number one. What's in this? Me. What's in this? Oh, for me. Devil's playground, I'll pick and choose. Right to win, right to lose. Devil's playground, I'll run it out. Chase the village to raise a child. Chopping down the family tree. Well, I hit the ground and run. I run out between the aisles, yeah. In a church built just for born. In a church, yeah, built just for one. With this I praise a great cause. Set my seal upon it. 'Cause the church is all its doors, yeah. And the congregation is gone. And the congregation is gone. There you go. For my man Frosty. All right. So, we're getting down to it. We only got more songs left to go, my friends. You know what? I'm not going to do that with this. I'm going to do that with that over there because I'm just going to make noises with this.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do a little thing for you right now. We were fortunate enough to record a Neil Young song. Big Neil Young fan. And we never thought we got the chance to use it, but it was so nice to let us use it. We used it on our In Your Backyard record, and it was a request. We're going to do some Neil Young for you. I'm just going to switch guitars.
Shawn, you got anything?
This guitar change was brought to you by
Gibson.
Knox Custom Drums. This drum, the snare drum here, is a titanium drum that was made by a fellow named Chris Knox, and he's not far from here. He lives in somewhere on the island.
P.E.
In
Island.
P.E. Island, he does, yes. So, yeah, Chris, thank you very much for building this fantastic snare drum for me. And that's all the, there you go.
Yeah,
Gave
that's
it
all.
a
How's she
sound.
going? I mean, we're pretty lucky. Lynn and I both sponsored by Gibson, Sennheiser mics. We're very blessed. The good folks that enable us. So here's some Neil Young for you, folks. Who was that? Was that
That
you?
was me.
Oh.
I'm always afraid I'm going to leave the volume off after tuning.
Mm.
Because it's never happened before.
Oh no. Let's see what happens here. Perfect enough for me right now for rock and roll. This is some Neil Young for you. You ready?
Ah.
Assemble the musicians. Well, I dreamed I saw the lights in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were visions singing and drummers strumming, and the archer split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run and the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run and the 1970s. I was lying in a burned out basement with a fool in my hand. I was hoping for a replacement, Lord, when the sun burst to the sky. There was a bed in my head, Lord, and I felt like getting out. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was lying. Thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships lying in the yellow waves of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen one. Mr. Neil Young for you, folks. Yes, indeed. After the gold rush. One more guitar change. I swear to God, and it's
This guitar change
brought to you by.
is brought to you by
Haynes.
the fine folks at Los Cabos Drumsticks. Los Cabos, they are in the New Brunswick, yes, and
They are in the New Brunswick.
They are in the New Brunswick, yes. I am from the Ontario. Um, yes, they're one of my fantastic sponsors. A special hi to them. They wanted to watch, but of course they might be watching from the NAM show.
Hopefully.
Everybody's down in the
Oh,
NAM show.
NAM, that's
now.
right. That's a sweet
Nice,
way.
yeah.
But Philip from Los Cabos did promise me he was going to have a look at this when he gets back. So thank you for, making me things that I can hit other things with.
Because you hit things.
I do, and some of these things I hit include Remo drumheads. Special thank you to Remo, Scott Atkins, and TRX Cymbals, David Levine in LA, California, where the NAM is happening right now.
Are you
Yes.
Sean's Don Pardo right now.
I figured I got to plug everybody, And yeah,
like I said, they make us work.
they do, or they allow us to work.
They allow us to
They
work
allow
and,
us to
and
work.
do our thing
Yes,
with greatness,
yes.
I think. All right, so, yes, we only got a couple more left to go, so thank you very much for being here with us. This next song we're going to do is a Big Star tune. Big fan of Big Star, one of them just great old-time great bands, man. So this song here was one of my favorites. This song's called When My Baby's Beside Me, and it kind of sums it all up with Lynn and I. Yeah.
Yes,
Ah.
this lady.
See? That's
Awkward,
it. Awkward.
in the middle
It's
over
always
here.
been that way.
Awkward.
Sean's always been in the middle of everything, right, Sean?
Always in the back of the van.
That's right.
Anyway.
The fights, the yelling, the screaming.
Oh my God. Humanity.
Ow!
Here we go.
Yep. Here's When My Baby's Beside Me. I don't know what's going on. String on. Don't leave baby is beside me.
Yes, indeed.
Where the drummer's behind me.
All right, folks, so we've come to that point in the night. Thank you very much for tuning in and being here with us. We'd like to thank especially Serge, who's in the front room doing some audio with us, John, who's doing some video with us, Tosh, who's out at her place in the comfort of her own home, doing some writing for us. Shawn Sasyniuk on drums over here. Thank you for being here with us. Long-time member, first-time caller. What's going on? Just trying to buy time from. And Lynn on the bass over here. And my name's Chris. And you can find all our stuff on Spotify, iTunes. Shawn has his own albums out as well. One, right?
I have one.
One. Can you get that anywhere?
You can find it on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp,
if
Shawn's
you can
album.
spell my name.
Yeah, Sasyniuk.
Well done.
Thank you very much from a man who has a horrible name to spell as well.
Yes.
So many thank yous. Thank you, everybody. And, yeah, like I said, you can check it all out. We're going to leave you with a song that Craig and I wrote that was a little bit of a rock and roll ditty. This song is called The Ghosts, and it appeared on our last record. It's not registered. Well, all right. Fret it somewhere. You should be all right. So, yeah, we're just going to... It's going to rock and roll. It's going to be loud and dirty and things. So, anyway, thank you so much. We hope to do this again. I'm sure we will. Definitely we'll do an acoustic one as well, I think, at some point. Some more Juggler's Hole. We might have some cool guests in. Oh, that's cool enough. We're just going to make noise with it. This is The Ghost, so thank you so very much, everybody who worked behind the scenes.
Harmonica on the 12th fret.
Yeah, harmonica. Yeah, harmonica.
Harmonica, play harmonica.
Just do it there, see if it registers. We're having a little technical difficulty.
Hey, can you make it work? Just take 2 seconds and come do it so
Me?
the song's right.
Shawn, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Shawn can do that. All right.
It's not registered.
Frog!
It's just
Frog!
just
Frog!
Frog, where's
Frog!
Frog?
All right, so we're going to take 2 seconds to do this, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so very much. It's been such a good time, and this is The Ghost that Mr. Craig Watson and I wrote,
There.
and
It's not.
it was inspired by a local band, for those of you who would be local Montonians, by a band called the Motor League. They happened to be in the studio bunch of years ago in my studio, and we're recording, and I was listening to them play their tunes, and I was like, man, that's some cool stuff. And I thought, man, I'd like to write a song like that. Well, I couldn't write a song quite as good, but this is my attempt at writing a cool rock and roll Motor League song, you know what I'm saying? So, are you all right, Pat?
I'm fine.
I'm telling you, we're having a good time. It's crazy, man. I'm all sweaty, like I've just played a rock show in front of
You know what happens after this?
Oh yeah, there's Don't Airs.
Don't airs.
Yeah, and I have nightmares about Ashley Judd. So.
He does.
Nightmares.
All right.
Me, Don't Airs, and Ashley Judd. I don't know what the thing is, but
Ooh.
oh, you should have seen my face.
Special shout out to Garmin. No, okay. All right, play the songs.
All right, here we go. A little bit of a song called The Ghost. Thank you so much. I'm sorry it took us so long to get there. We will get to it. Talk about your tongue, oh Lord, and about your soul. Stick yourself in silence, baby, and put it on. And all your senses, shining all your brain. All these $1 million phone calls leaving Thank you so much, folks. Shawn on drums, Lynn on the bass. My name is Chris. We're Chris Colepaugh on the Cosmic Crew. Peace and take care, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Good job, kids. It's like a real show.